Here is a quick video demo on how to make mayonnaise. Very easy. You need a sturdy bowl that doesn't move so that when you're whisking with your whisk, it doesn't move. Okay, then we got our salt, our egg yolk, vinegar, a little bit of water, and some oil. Use whatever oil you like besides olive oil. A squeeze bottle like this is very handy. I assume that you don't have one, so I put some oil in a cup, which you can use just as well. This is much easier if you use two hands to trickle the oil, but you don't really need two hands, so I'll show you. So first we mix in all the liquid stuff. Okay, there goes the egg yolk, water, and vinegar. Okay, we'll put in a pinch of salt, like so, and we mix all that up. Okay, stirring it till it's good and whisked together. Now, I'll put down the whisk. I'm going to move the oil carefully over to the left side. So here's the key part. You don't want to dump all of the oil in at once. It won't work. It's not like salad dressing. You have to do it little by little. If you have two hands, you can gently drizzle the oil in like this while you whisk it. If you only have one hand, then put in just a tiny bit and whisk it up. Okay. And what you're looking for, you'll see, it's still pretty liquid. Okay, so you do a little, you see it starts to get all bubbly. Okay. So you do it a little bit, and then you can continue to drizzle the oil in, but since I only have one hand, you gotta do a little at a time until the emulsion gets established. And you'll know what that looks like because it starts to look like mayonnaise. A little bit. It starts getting bubbly. Okay, whisking. I'm going to pause for a minute. I'm going to put in just a drop more oil. Just a drop. Okay. So get overzealous with the oil and just be patient. Okay. Starts to foam and change color a little bit. You have to whisk pretty vigorously, but you can whisk side to side. You don't have to beat it like you're beating eggs. You can whisk side to side like this. Okay. Pause. So a little more oil. See, the key is to add the oil a drop at a time. I added a bit more because it's starting to form, but you just don't want to dump it in all at once. And you want to make sure you whisk it nice and good before you add any more oil, before you pick up the paste with the drizzle. Okay, it's starting to get a little bit creamier now. My arm gets tired, so I'm changing my grip a little bit. Okay, now it's starting to look a little bit like mayonnaise. We're not there yet, but you can see it's a yellowish, homogeneous kind of mixture. That means that the egg has emulsified the oil, the bits of oil, and the water and vinegar together. So the emulsion is pretty well established right now. Now what I have to do is continue to add the oil. And once it looks like this, and you don't see any more egg, and you don't see any more oil, and it's this sort of light yellow color, then you can go ahead. You can't dump the rest of the oil in, but you can add it a little bit more aggressively. Put a big dollop in there as well. And then you keep whisking. And again, back and forth like this pretty quickly is alright. You don't want to stir it like this. That's not going to do anything. You gotta whisk it and beat it up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more oil, but this is a well-established emulsion. You see it's starting to get thicker like mayonnaise. Let's add a bit more oil to it. See, I put in all the rest of the oil there. And now we can just whisk up the rest of it. And before you know it, there's mayonnaise. It's starting to get a little thicker now. I'll keep whisking. Of course, hard to hold the camera and whisk. See, my bowl keeps moving. That's why it's also easier with two hands. It's also easier to make videos with a second person holding the camera or a tripod, but my second person wasn't interested in helping me. Okay, and so here, you can see it's starting to get creamier. And it just continues to get creamier from here as you just keep whisking until it's the thickness that you like. Maybe you like really thin mayonnaise. If you keep whisking it, it will eventually start to get thick like mayonnaise from a jar. It's starting to happen. So the key is eggs and vinegar and a little bit of water together first. Salt, mix those up, and then slowly add a drop of oil, and then a little tiny bit more, and whisk it together good until it gets to be this consistency. And then as soon as it stops bubbling and turns to be this mayonnaise kind of unified color, and the emulsion is established, you can add the rest of your oil bit by bit, and a little bit more aggressively, and then you'll get mayonnaise. So it takes a little while, but definitely you could do it. Of course, it goes a lot faster if you do it in a blender, or as someone mentioned, if you have a hand mixer or an immersion blender or something like that. Then it just happens 1, 2, 3. You have to be very careful if you're using a blender or an immersion blender that you don't over blend it, because if you blend it too much, at some point the mayonnaise will break, the sauce will break, and the parts will separate again, and it'll be yucky. It happens also if you over whisk it. Okay, so it's still a little bit too loose for my taste. So all you gotta do is just keep beating it. It just takes time and patience and a strong arm, which is why people tend to use a blender. But that's how it goes. And you do it long enough and you'll get a good mayonnaise. See, it's starting to get creamier as it is. Okay, so really easy to make mayonnaise. I encourage you to try it again and follow those techniques, and hopefully you'll have better luck. So quick edit, and about 5 minutes more of nice hard whisking, and here we have our mayonnaise. It's pretty creamy, soft peaks, I guess. The more you whisk it, the thicker it will get. And like I said, be careful of over whisking it. If you start to over whisk it, you can tell because it starts to sweat. The oil will start separating from the water, and it'll look like it starts to bead up on top of the mayonnaise sauce. So you see, here's just regular mayonnaise. Pretty good. Okay.